What's up, Pisces, and welcome to your weekly reading for May 1st through May 7th. I wasn't really picking up much from your pre-shuffle energy, but I was seeing the Three of Swords. But as well, I saw the Three of Swords with the Sun in reverse, so there could be some depression or just, vibing in this low, sad type of grieving energy due to the loss of something like a relationship or like actually grieving something. But I did see the Chariot after it, so you guys may be finally moving forward from like a time of pain in your heart space. That's just for some of you guys. But as you guys can see from the title, we're going to be focusing on this full moon lunar eclipse that's taking place in Scorpio. Oh, excuse me. Oh my gosh, I almost started choking. That's so funny. Your guys' throat chakra may be like activated at this time. I don't know why Spirit's giving me that, but I totally felt that right now. Yeah, so I displayed this painting, you guys. This one I did paint myself. It was totally giving me full moon and Scorpio vibes. It's a very magical type of energy right now, very transformative type of energy. Also, you guys, when I was shuffling for this, I was hearing my neighbors bumping music. They were playing Disturbia by Rihanna, and it was totally the vibe. Like, that's totally the vibe of this eclipse. Full moon lunar eclipses in general, like, they're very powerful, they're very intense, but this one's in Scorpio, so not only is it already a great time for shadow work, but Scorpio moons, like, shadow work all the way, right? Especially in like your feminine energies. So we just had this eclipse, solar eclipse in Aries. Aries and Scorpio are both ruled by Mars, so it's going to be very similar, but where that was more masculine and less emotional, this is going to be more feminine, and because it's a full moon, it's going to be more emotional, full of emotions, right? But all about the shadow work here, you guys. This is, and yeah, I don't know if I said this is taking place on the 5th, May 5th. So same day as Cinco de Mayo. So if some of you guys celebrate that, just careful not to get too like reckless. But I was seeing in my head like people dancing, especially females, like tribal dancing, stuff like that. So it may be a good time to let your feminine energy run wild in the best ways, right? But like I said, time to do shadow work. What are your deepest fears, triggers, beliefs, conditioned patterns? Scorpio makes you face the depth of your shadows, right? It reveals the truth of your soul to yourself. So it could be very scary, intense, like I said, full of raw emotions, but it's here to remind you of your power, you guys. Also, on Sunday the 7th, Venus enters Cancer. It's a time of heightened empathy and compassion, and a time to deepen any connections that you have. I love Venus in Cancer. Very dreamy and homey and comforting and, empathetic. Love it. So like I said, you guys, we're going to focus on this full moon lunar eclipse, maybe the shadow sides of yourself that you need to take a look at. Oh, okay, so we got 2 right when I said that. So Pisces, you guys got, interesting, we got, this deck is very thoroughly shuffled, and you guys got 2 consecutive numbers, 44 and 45. So the number 4, also triple 4s right there. The number 4 could be a significance to you guys right now. Also, like I said, look out for triple 4s to so that, oh my gosh, Mercury retrograde, you guys, I could barely speak. Keep an eye out for triple 4s. That is Spirit telling you guys that you're on the right path with something in regards to this, especially. But yeah, we have the perfect storm with the courage to step into life and repairing the veil with forgiveness. Interesting. Like I said, a lot of you guys may be coming out of like a time of heartbreak here. So I love that this forgiveness is showing up because, in order to move on from those types of things, you don't want to carry the trauma or the hurt pain into the next chapter of your life, right? So you forgive. It's not for the other people, the person or the other people involved. It's for you. But let's go ahead and take a look at these. So we'll start with perfect storm. So this is an invitation to act now, the courage to step into life, and sheltering from turbulence. Okay. When the perfect storm appears, it cautions you to be ready for an exciting, if turbulent, time. The winds are picking up, and you need to make sure you are close to the eye of the storm, or you will be buffeted by gusts that may take you far from where you need to be. The key is to remain centered and balanced, and bear witness as the forces build in intensity. Notice how the loose stuff is starting to fly around, and recognize how little of it you truly need. Let go of those thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes that clutter your heart and cloud your mind. The storm will be absolutely perfect for you. If you wonder what you might lose during the perfect storm, know that it is those things we are most attached to that are taken first, as if life were trying to unburden us of our righteous self-importance. Let it all go with the wind. The less you resist the change brought by the perfect storm, the happier you will be. Yeah, you know, real quick, you guys, I'm hearing like embrace the tower moment. I'm hearing that. Let's see. Ride the winds to your next destination. Embrace the rain or snow. Remember that every time you try to argue with nature, you lose. The perfect storm can also be a call for you to seize the moment. There might be a great opportunity that you need to take advantage of right now. Carpe diem. Here is the time of the essence. Here, time is of the essence, and may be gone shortly, so do not hesitate. Go ahead, bite off more than you can chew, and take the storm on in all its terrifying greatness, experiencing the fullness of life. You will succeed. Ooh, and I love that, you guys, because like I was saying, that song Disturbia, there's a part in there where she says the darkness is the light, and that is the vibe here. Like, yes, these shadow aspects of yourself may be scary and frightening and intense, but I mean, harness it, right? Embrace it. I love that. So moving on to this repairing the veil. This is about forgiveness, making amends, and recognition of our unity. Between us all is a thin veil appearing to be a space that separates us. We look through this veil and believe ourselves to be distant from each other. To be distinct from each other. We assume that our thoughts and feelings are our own. We see bodies and objects and the spaces between them, so we engage the world in relationships between a duality of us and them. This veil serves as a mysterious illusion, making it so hard to believe in our inherent connection and unity. We can't always remember that what we do to someone else, we at the same time do to ourselves. When we cloth the veil out of fear, anger, jealousy, or resentment, manipulate another, misuse of our power, or allow someone's actions to diminish us, we create a wound felt by many, not just those of us in the smaller direct relationship. Now is the time to examine where your actions have caused difficulty or harm to someone else, and also where you have been the recipient of harm. Regardless of what side you are on, it's important to take responsibility for healing this rift by bringing love, compassion, deep listening, and presence to whatever is not in harmony. Do this for you and for your own liberty as you become an unwitting hostage once you take the role of perpetrator or victim, both positions of weakness. Let go of all your resentments, know your part in the dynamic, and make the appropriate amends with that newfound wisdom and understanding. Healing, forgiveness, and mending what is broken in your world is a sweet, much-needed declaration of freedom. Oh my gosh, you guys, I was struggling with that, reading that. I know it's Mercury retrograde, but there could be a communication problem here between you and somebody else. And that's kind of what this repairing the veil is talking about. There's some wall, something in between you and us versus them, you versus somebody else, you versus the world, whatever it is, like that, right? I could feel that the way I was stumbling over all of this. There's maybe like a miscommunication or a misunderstanding, but we're gonna dive into look at that. I opened the deck and I see the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Swords and the King of Wands. They're very different, and look how they're facing each other like that, opposing each other. There's like two different energies here. Interesting. But let's see what this is talking about. So what do we have for Pisces? Please and thank you for Pisces. Spirit, thank you. Wow, okay. Look at that. You guys, didn't I say that? I was saying that I saw this as I pre-shuffled. Here we have the Sun in reverse. This is sad times, you guys. Sadness, unrealistic expectations, lack of enthusiasm, could even be depression. Could even be talking about the ego. Maybe there's too much ego involved, and that's what this separation is, right? But look at that. Look, you guys, we have the Ace of Wands with the Five of Wands in the reverse. So this Ace of Wands is all about like a missed opportunity, wasted potential, wasted talent. And you know, you guys, I'm sorry to say this for some of you Pisces out there, but I do see this. I do see this twice. Right here we see, I just want to zoom in so you guys could see this. Miscarriage and stillbirth. And then right here we have infertility. Some of you guys are dealing with the loss of a child here. I'm really sorry. That's just for some of you guys out there. Or like a miscarriage or infertility, right? Maybe you didn't have the child, but maybe you're dealing with the idea of like, man, I'm infertile here. Something like that. That's just a side message for some of you guys. Others of you, this is about depression when it comes to like an opportunity with someone or an opportunity, depressed about a situation that there could have been an opportunity in. But no matter what, though, you guys, at the end of all this, we have the Five of Wands in the reverse, which is about compromise, end of conflict or struggle, and reaching agreement. So wherever, you know, whatever was in between you versus them, there's going to be a compromise here. There's going to be a compromise. So let's go ahead and clarify some cards here. Let's clarify this Ace of Wands in the reverse. What's this talking about exactly? Is this an opportunity with someone? Maybe a new job? Or is this actually talking about infertility here for some of you guys? What's this Ace of Wands in the reverse, please, Spirit, for Pisces? Thank you. We have the King of Wands. There's that King of Wands. How funny, but he's in the reverse. Interesting, you guys. This is, I don't like this energy. This is rude, boorish, foolish, bully, dictator, tyrant, impulsive, abusive, nasty. Lots of fiery energy here. So, maybe there was an opportunity with this King of Wands that ended up, maybe he ended up being not so great, or maybe it was an Aries here, but maybe it was someone that ended up being abusive. Or they're not even, it may not even be that extreme. Let's see, what's this conflict about here? What's the conflict about that you guys are overcoming? We do see that there's conflict overcoming here. What is this Five of Wands? And oh, okay, we have the Magician sideways, though, you guys. It's sideways is how it fell out. So it feels like there is, yeah, like an abuse of power here. Or maybe like, not an abuse of power. There was something here that was like meant to be manifested or something. Let's get another clarifier. What else? What else for this Five of Wands? What was the conflict here? What was the conflict here for Pisces? I am not going to take all that. What's the conflict? Look at that, you guys. Didn't I? You guys, what the fuck? Okay, so we have, earlier, I said we had the Queen of Wands opposing this King of, or the Queen of Swords opposing this King of Wands. Here you are, here it is again in the reverse. So I feel like it's, I feel like with the Magician being here too, it's almost like it came out like this, okay? This is how I'm seeing it. As I'm reading the energy. You guys are both in this conflicting behavior. Like the Queen of Swords over here, this is overly critical, pessimistic, lack of empathy, rude, malicious, gossipy even. And then we have rude, impulsive, abusive, nasty, forceful over here, right? That's two not great energies. They were in conflict. These energies were in conflict with each other. Trying to manifest something here, though. Like we see right here, there's like a... There was supposed to be a new beginning here. But it was wasted because, or it never got there because of this conflict between these two opposing energies, these two distorted energies here. That's interesting. Wow. So I'm still not really getting what this is about. Let's see. Can we get some information on what the actual conflict was? We do see this two distorted energies. So I hate to say it, but I think you're one of them, Pisces. So take it as it resonates, whether you are this air energy, maybe you have Aquarius in your chart, or maybe you have air energy in your chart, or maybe you have Pisces in your chart. Oh my gosh, maybe you have fire or Aries in particular in your chart. Here we go, more Aquarius energy here with the Five of Swords, which is about defeat. Defeat, surrender, change, walking away, self-sacrifice, self-sabotaging behavior. Deception, lack of communication. Didn't I say that, you guys? There's lack of communication here. Aggression, bullying, intimidation. You see here, like, it's like trying to have the upper hand. It's like wanting to be like, ha, I win. But then you're like really like, oh shit, what did I win? Because these people are sad and upset and they're walking away. So you don't really have the upper hand here. I feel like that's what was going on. You both were like trying to win here, but you guys both, this conflict created this missed opportunity for this new beginning here. So take it as it resonates, Pisces. It might be very different for all of you guys. Let's see, can we get one more card clarifying what the conflict was? One more card, Spirit. Oh, shoot. Okay. The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse fell to the ground. See, it's still kind of vague. Bad luck, upheaval, disorder, external forces, lack of control, unwelcome change, delays, setbacks. We get that, yes. we get that because that's obviously what's going on here. This conflict is causing that. But what was this conflict? Maybe somebody that you're dealing with, maybe when things go wrong, look at that, more Aquarius energy. I think you guys got almost all the, I mean, you got, besides the star here, but we have the Seven of Swords. Deceit, lies, trickery, cheating, theft. Okay, so obviously that could be what this conflict is about, you guys. Somebody, look at that. Look at this, you guys. Those are two shisty cards. I feel like you're both in this shisty energy because there's always like the same energy on one side with one energy in the middle that you guys are both sharing almost. But gosh, so much Aquarius energy here. Damn, you guys, yeah. Maybe there was some like lies or deception going on and you guys were both playing like, I don't know. There's definitely mirroring energy here, you guys. Definitely mirroring energy. I want you guys to see this. Let me see. Let me just pick this up so you guys can see that. It's very mirroring. Like it's like these 6 cards right here. I don't know. I don't know, Pisces. This is a sticky one, but look at that. At the bottom of the deck, we have the 5 of Cups. The 5 of Cups, which is about sadness, loss, grief, despair, abandonment, guilt, remorse, regret, trauma. So for some of you guys where this was like the loss of a child, maybe that caused you to be in conflict with like your partner, possibly. But, you know, we're asking here, this whole reading was supposed to be about the full moon lunar eclipse and what we can release. So no matter what this is about, you guys, I do see mirroring energy. So I feel like no matter what, you're adding to it. You do play a part here. You do have to take some accountability for your actions here, right? But this is about focusing on what went wrong, you know, focusing on the trauma and the heartbreak and the unwelcome change, which we see here with the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Emotional instability, but focusing on the loss. You guys, there's 3 cups knocked over here, but there's 2 still upright. That's the thing about this card, that there is still something to look at. There's still some positivity here, but you're staying focused. You're choosing to stay focused on the negative. There needs to be some communication here. You guys, right as I said that, I went to split the deck and look what we have, the King of Swords. There needs to be some sort of communication here. I was picking that up very heavily with this repairing the veil. But we see that you know, that the conflict is going to end. So I feel like there will be communication here. And we have all these swords cards here too. Lots of Aquarius energy, but lots of just communicative energy in general. Like I said, the 5 of Wands is in the reverse. So there will be compromise after all of this. So whatever conflict, whatever got you guys to this point, take it as it resonates. It's different for everyone. But I do see that there needs to be communication. And there's a need to, you know, deal with whatever comes up in that process, right? That's what this Eye of the Storm is talking about. Don't be scared by what comes up while you communicate, right? These things need to come up. If it's really heavy, dark things, which it will be because the sun is in the reverse, whatever got you to that really dark, depressive state, it needs to be talked about. The light needs to be shined on it, whether it's uncomfortable for you or the person involved or both of you guys. There was a new beginning that you guys were trying to manifest here, and it just didn't happen because there's something that needs to be addressed. Communicate, you guys. So I'm going to end this with 2 oracle cards. We're going to use the Earth Power Oracle since we are in Taurus season. I've been wanting to use this. So what do we have for Pisces? Thank you. All right. So I might butcher this, but we have the... oh my gosh, Ajanta Caves, Ahanta Caves, Ajanta Caves. It says, enlightenment is a journey. I show compassion to myself and all living beings. I can be centered within chaos. You guys, that is literally what this Eye of the Storm is saying. Oh, I love when Spirit does that. I can be centered within chaos. All my past lives have brought me here to this perfect moment of realization and wisdom. Yeah, you guys, when I was saying that there's a big mirroring energy here, it's very like divine, I'm feeling. Like this is definitely karmic, definitely like something that you and this other person agreed to work through before you guys came here. But gosh, I'm really being drawn to that sentence that says, I can be centered within chaos. I love that. Enlightenment is a journey, you guys. Let's get a final card here from this Moon Oracle deck. For Pisces, what do we have for Pisces? Thank you, Spirit, for Pisces. You guys got Moon in Libra, more air energy. So avoid making serious decisions and instead focus on creating harmony within your relationship, you guys. Yeah, so whatever's going on here, you guys, really communicate and focus on creating the harmony first before you make any serious decisions. Like if you're thinking about leaving this person or situation, whatever it is. Because there is possibility for an end of conflict here with this Five of Wands. So don't make any rash decisions, especially during this full moon. You know, it's time to work on creating harmony within your relationships. And as far as what to release, guys, during this full moon, obviously these self-sabotaging behaviors, obviously whatever it is keeping you from being communicative with the other people involved, right? Or whatever is keeping you from creating harmony within your relationships, clearly. So those are your messages, Pisces. I hope they resonated. I'm sending you guys lots of love as always. Take care.